Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of We the People as we did. In previous episode we got ourselves, I believe, a bit more towns where I think Taz was just founded. We did get some extra areas from the natives recently. There's also that one got removed, so there could probably be a town right there, actually, to utilize some of that. It's not actually a very valuable area as such, but, you know, we could have at least another port there, which could actually be quite handy. And there's room for some geese. Well, you know, geese rearing. I mean, we got the domestic geese over there already, but we could easily get quite a bit of geese from Spike Admiral in there. And we could get, actually 6 geese per round. Let's actually have a look at the situation in here. So we're getting a whole lot of feathers, or down, and then we are spending a bit of, well, right now, mostly the hemp. We don't really have a good hemp production yet, and I do know where we could get that set up, though. We've got a decent bit of the, oh, right, yeah, we got the skilled milkmaid over here, which does mean that we're getting 5 cattle per round, which does mean that we could probably get ourselves a little bit of an extra butchering going on, because right now we're only butchering the, I think we're butchering only the, yeah, geese. So if we were to butcher some cattle, we could get a bit more money, but, or not money, but food, which admittedly we're not really short on food. We're actually going to get another colonist in here next round. But we did also set up a town over here along the river, which is potentially going to be useful, although it's, well, currently it doesn't have a good route in there yet, but that's going to be taken care of, I suppose, eventually. But let's get to the next round, shall we? We do have a lot of money, mind you, so that's something that we can definitely start utilizing more. Oh, we had a combat. Oh, Royal Matter was successfully fought off enemy privateer. Well, there we go. Oh, and we've got another native over here in Ashanka. Now the question is, where do we want to send this? We could potentially... Oh, actually, do we have the horse production here yet going? I don't know what you do. But we might not have... No, we don't have the tools yet, so we can't get up a Zhatelier from this native, for example. But what I'm thinking is we'll set up a town there. It might not be the best in terms of food, but it's going to have access to some farmlands over here for getting some hemp. We're going to have a bit more coal mine over there, some gemstones. We'll have a bit of wood around as well. And, well, yeah, some furs, I suppose. But we can actually probably turn that into farmland as well over there on the river. Then maybe on the... This one could be turned into sawmill. We're getting... Oh, Russian missionary. Oh, right, okay, well, that's pretty far away from us. But yeah, so this native, I suppose... Actually, we'll send this to Taz, because there's not a lot of population there yet. And similarly, we could take this one. Ooh. Right, one of our galleons has arrived. So yeah, we could probably just assign this into the city. Now, the question is, what are we going to do with that? We're currently using a decent bit of the coal and iron, but we're getting probably shipments from other towns in here, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh, we do still have some horses as well, so we could potentially just settle another town then, couldn't we? We're going to be spending a decent bit of resources on the brigantine, but that's actually going to be quite useful for transport. It's a decent speed, it's got 4 cargo space, it can carry, I believe, both people and cargo. It can only defend, mind you, but it can go through, so it's a merchant ship, so you can go through hostile areas and all that. And honestly... I think since the amount of privateers and all that has been increasing steadily, it's going to be very much needed. But yeah, so we could probably set this up into the... No, actually, we could either start turning some of the fur into coats, which I'm guessing there's a small demand for that, yeah. Another one would be to start turning some of the cocoa pods into cocoa. Oh, but we don't have the roaster's hut in here. Oh. Well, that's out of the question then. And we got the... Oh, right, the failed trader is currently trying to educate. And I think graduation in 5 rounds. Alright, that shouldn't be too bad. We are spending a bit of sugar already. And, oh, right, the fruit brandy, we're getting that automatically. I wonder, is this... I guess that is probably upgraded to... Let's double check. So if we were to do some butchering for cattle, that would be 6... Ah, right, so we don't actually have enough then. Could technically speaking turn into another milkmaid, but that would be a huge amount of milk. You know what, I think, could make more cheese. That would increase the value at least. But is there anything else? You know what? No, we'll make a coat maker from the furs, because we are getting some furs in here. We can't sell that back in Europe anyway, so getting some of the production going is actually going to be decent picture there, right? And then we got this one. Let's load up some goods, shall we? So what do we want to sell? I suppose the gems is going to be quite valuable, so we'll take that one. Oh, I almost got 300 geese here. Alright, then that's a decent amount. We do also have quite a cattle, which we don't necessarily need too much currently. We could sell some more of the feathers because we get a whole lot of those. Currently the sugar is going downwards in numbers. The grapes on the other hand are still increasing. We take that one. We're going to take quite a bit of stuff actually. We could maybe take the fruit brandy, although that might cause some issues. So we're only getting 1 per round and there's domestic demand of 2. So that number is actually currently going down. Of course we could take some of the rum, because that we do produce. And then maybe the cheese, because we produce a lot of that. And then, hold on, so we've got 4 out of 6 already. We could, in theory... And we could sell some of the milk. It's not really all that great price, but we produce a whole lot of it. So we could empty out some of the stockpile there. And then, last but not least... Maybe let's just take the feathers. The wild bird feathers, or rather. So that's going to be quite a bit. Let's sell off to Europe. Oh, and we've got Elder Statesman Kazoo. Oh, right. We do have food in there. I think we are just going to go ahead and sell that one onto the village hall so we can start getting the Liberty Society a little bit. Right now, Liberty Society is not all that great. Oh, right, that is a native there. I guess we can go ahead and try to get a little bit closer to the coastline there. And we have not talked with these natives, so let's go out and speak with them. Expert miner and are in need of guns. Okay. Let's go and get up to the mountains over there. Oh, there we go. We saw one off there. Ah, right. And this is the one that for the privateer. Can we actually fit in there? We probably could. Assume that it's... oh, no. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and heal there. We'll continue on. Let's do some trading negotiations with this galleon. I suppose the furs are not going to be worthwhile for us to purchase. The grapes... We can buy that one. It's not too bad of a price, actually. Plus, I suppose we've got a massive income anyway. At this point, we've got such a huge amount of, well, various things that give us stuff. Let's go to the Navajo settlement over here in, well, the Zuni. We haven't actually talked with them, but unfortunately, we can't do that with the ship. So we can only trade with the... Oh, so we skipped that one, did we? Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but oh well. It's not really the end of the world. Right, so we've got such a huge amount of money, and we're going to go ahead and build up the tavern in Port Albertus, and then also the village hall in Fort Kathmandos. Just so that we can get a little bit more of the stuff going in there, and maybe we'll also build up the stable in Kazoo. Just then spend quite a bit of wood on that, but that's not really the worst of the issues. Right, let's get to the next round, shall we? Oh, there we go, we got another 500 back from the sort of every round incomes here. Ah, right, so now they'll go with the stable in here. What do we need next? So with the stable, we can start hopefully getting a bit more horses, although right now it doesn't seem like it's going to have much of an impact. We're still getting 1 per round, but I suppose eventually this is going to turn into expert rancher, so that's already going to help. We are not that great in food, so we could potentially do something regarding that. Now the question is, of course... Oh, right, we could get a schoolhouse. Now, is there anything else, actually? So there's a lot of fruits. We could start turning that into fruit brandy. So distiller would be a decent option. A bakery for the rice, because we do get quite a bit of that. Start turning some of that into provisions, which we can then use for some of the units, but also, in general, we can just sell them back to Europe for a fairly good price. Or potentially, I suppose, maybe even to the natives. We haven't actually tried to sell anything to the natives. But I suspect that it's mostly like if they're not demanding it, you might not get that good of a price. There's also going to be another mine over there. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a mine or a quarry. It could be a quarry for extra stone, but I suppose we do get stone in some towns already. So potentially a blacksmith might not be a terrible idea, but I think we're going to go with the distiller first. There we go. So that one. And we actually get +1 fruit brandy from that from the get-go, so that's going to be good. Right, and then in Albertus, we could get the village market or a dock to increase the food that we get from the coastline. What else are we doing in here? We do get a whole lot of gum, or rubber rather, not gum. A whole lot of rubber and a whole lot of furs, so maybe actually the fur trader thing. Well, actually, no, we'll get the chapel first because we don't have that one here. That's going to increase the cultural production a little bit, which is going to help somewhat the money coming in from the tavern. And then Port Kathmandu's will probably get the... Actually, we could get a pier in here. That would increase the food amount that we can get from the river a decent bit. Well, I mean, it's +2 per tile there, but that's still pretty good. So we'll get the pier. And then let's go ahead and do... Oh, wow, that's going to be a decent bit of money. And that's some 48 gems. That's over 1,000. There we go. And I suppose we'll just go out and pick up these. Because we can. Oh, wow, the cost is starting to be pretty high on getting more immigrants over here. So I suppose at this point we are... Well, I mean, if we do more sales, it will, I believe... or if we sell more stuff, it will reduce the amount of crosses that you need. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and probably actually take these to Port Albertus. Grow that area a bit further. Oh, they want to... Okay, sure, we can donate another 400 to the church. And... Oh, King of Saxony, okay. Well, I guess we can reduce the max tax rate at least. We've still got over 4,000. Oh, free colonists in debt. Oh, right, so this... Yeah, this is a fresh one. Is there something that we could do with this? We can't turn this into a... Actually, we've got a lot of tools and all that. We could probably send this off to Spike and then get some more... the pioneers going on. Or turn this into some sort of military unit. Do we have the... We've got some guns there, but not a huge amount. But yeah, I think we're actually going to send it over there. Maybe get some military or something. Oh, yeah, okay, so we got the road built in here. It's not particularly high level yet. And it's got the chicken, though, so we're probably going to go and turn that into a breeding pen to increase the productivity of that a bit further. And then we've got the treasure over here, which I suppose is going to wait there for now. And then... Oh, is that... Let's go ahead and deal with that wolf. And let's... Oh, right, yeah, we've got the wagon train. Let's do some trade over here. What do you have? Well, I want to buy your cotton, for sure. You do have a lot of furs, but I don't actually want to deal... Oh, wow. They've got a lot of gold. Okay, well, what do you want for that? It's not too bad. Alright, so we're going to deliver that to Fort Dat, and then from there we'll go and do some other stuff. And let's have a look. What do they have here? Right, so we've got some coca leaves, rubber, grapes, and peanuts. They don't want any of those. We could buy some more rubber at least. And then maybe the fruit... Well, the fruits aren't going to be all that worthwhile necessarily. So I'll just buy the rubber and... Well, it's going to be a decent bit of money. I think it's going to be worthwhile. It's going to pay us a lot once we actually get through. The Master Train Oil Cooker wants to join Jamestown. Oh. Alright, then they got a special event for that then. Right, so Port Alberta is actually going to be growing shortly in terms of... I mean, I suppose the Hunter is getting a whole lot of food in there. We've got plus 12 food total in here. Alright, I mean, that's a decent amount, I will admit. Did we ever get the... Oh, yeah, we got the breeding pen over there for the pigs. We haven't... No, we got the pigs actually in here. Okay, well, once we get a stable... Well, I suppose for that we'll need to get a storage house, I guess. We'll queue that one up already. So we can get a stable there, we can get some more pigs, we can then start butchering those for food and all that. And getting some of the pig skins and a few other things. I think it's going to be worthwhile. Now, how is Taz over here? So, of course, that is part of the other town. We got the... Right, we're doing some farming for rice in there right now. That's about it. We do get quite a bit of rice from the town centre as well. But yeah, we'll want to probably get the chicken breeding going on in there, for which we need to deliver some of the chicken from here. We've got 50 waiting in here just to be delivered there, so it's not right, like, particularly bad. And I suppose we got the natives over there, so that's going to be hopefully getting here in 2 rounds. And speaking of which, let's get to the next round then. Oh, right, we brought in a whole lot of rice to Port Royal. I mean, you know, it's worth a lot of money. That's 1,350 just one cargo of rice, so it's not that bad. Indeed, we could... I mean, since we're here, I'm gonna buy like 100 coal. Not go too hard on this, but like send a bit of coal to Spike, so we can then keep on producing other things there. I'm afraid we're not going to be taking that shipment of furs. Well, okay, we'll take a gift, I guess, but no, we're not buying the furs. Well, we can take some of it, but we're not buying. Actually, I'm going to send this one off to Fort Kathmandu because we've got another 2 people coming into Port Albertus soon enough. And let's enter some trade negotiations in here. Oh, premium fur. Oh, this is a Royal Marine. Never mind. This was just fixing in here. We're trying to sail through these areas. But over here, we're going to do some trading. Right, some more cocoa levers, I guess. Sure, we could buy some cocoa pods, actually, as well. What do we want for that? Almost 500, but yeah, we'll take it. So now we've got 5 different things in here. Where's the next town? I suppose that would be the next one. Speak with the chief. Expert peanut planter and in need of guns. Good to know. They do have a silver deposit right there. Rather fortunate for them. And then, right, we did see a... Actually, no, we didn't see a town up here. Let's go ahead and get to that. Oh, okay, we've found one now. Oh. Right, the evangelist, sure, we'll establish a mission in here. Now, there was a... Oh, there's a Dutch scout over there. Well, I suppose we're not too far from the Dutch. Right there. As far as we know, and looks like... Oh, right, borders expanded at Kazoo. Okay, so we've got even more ground in here. We might want to set up another town somewhere over there. But possibly there, I mean, that would give us the iron deposit and another iron deposit. Okay, so that would be a lot of iron. And then a potential quarry over there. We also want to get up there, I think, somewhere over here. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe up... Oh, where the... Well, actually, I don't think we want to get rid of that forest, do we? We could maybe put it on the hill here, because that would still be a coastline town. Or coastal town would have access to the red pepper plants, potential for a bit of pigs or geese over here, or just a farm, and then we could have another farm over there, potentially, or a pasture for having more horse, or cattle for that matter. And then there would be some room over here for various things, and a bit of wood. It would be on at least, well, probably... That one, maybe? Or both, I don't know. So we got some options, so that probably would be a pretty decent location for town. It would also kind of cut off, well, not really cut off, but it would limit the possibility for the Danes to expand further south over there. Because they've got at least 2 settlements in here. I don't know if they've got even more than that. They might not. And we do also know that they have this island over here with a massive amount of cities. It's like every 2 or 3 tiles they've got a city there. Right, but let's get to the next round, shall we? The colonists are thrilled to be the first shipments of rice with Port Royal. Trade with this country could with Port Royal. Okay, so 3,000 rice. Ah, but sure, I guess. We can try. Ah, and there we go. We got our shipment in Europe. It's not going to be a huge amount of money. Well, okay, it's actually still pretty decent. And actually, next round we're going to get another person in here. Unfortunately, the galleon can't actually carry anyone as such. I think we're just going to go ahead and sail off to Spike once again. Keep on picking up stuff from there. Oh, more first Gazoo. Alright then. Oh, even more first Gazoo. So that's almost 300 furs right there. Yeah, okay. We did get expert fruit picker over here, so that could probably be getting back to work, I think. The hardy pioneer, did we? Yeah, we got the clay mine over there, we got the peat. We did upgrade the road up to here. I suppose we could get up a road over here. Start getting a bit of connections there, and we got another colonist in. Oh, right, this was supposed to be turned into either some sort of military. We could get a colonial militia. We unfortunately cannot get a... Oh, we could even get a light artillery, but we'd probably want to save up that stuff. We'll get a colonial militia. It's not the best, but it's going to be decent enough. And we've got someone already in there. We might want to get us some more troops to... Possibly down here, actually. I've got the native mercenary over there, veteran infantry. That's not too bad. And Kazoo's got a few things. Maybe we'll get another one into Port Albertus, sorry, not Fort Albertus. And then what do we have in here? We got the lodge built there. We could probably build a mine over there. Or something. Right, so what do we have actually here? We've got the sawmill, pasture, lodge, farm, and fruit plantation. So yeah, I think a mine over there might be a bad idea. Right, so is there another town here? Let's get to the... Oh, right, that's a lake, not a coastline. Well, there is a town here. Alright, let's go and talk with them. Expert cocoa collector. Color cloth. Okay, we don't really have that yet, but eventually we will. Now let's continue. Oh, there's more Russians there. I suppose they do... Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. They do control quite a bit of area in here. We'll just sail over the shark. Oh, right, and of course, this one's got the benefit of not having to worry about the unfavorable winds. Right, so let's unload the cotton there. We could probably go and pick up some stuff from Fort Kathmandu's, although I don't think we initially need that too badly. What I should probably do, actually, is go to... Actually, we could probably load up some stuff from here. Oh, there's a lot of rice, at least. Let's take some of that. And maybe deliver some of the furs. Or something else. I mean, we could deliver some guns, I guess. Yeah, let's deliver guns to Spike, and then from Spike we'll deliver the chicken to Taz. And probably bring some stuff from Taz. I mean, I suppose it's mostly going to be rice that we'll be picking up from there. So we still have a lot of money. We could probably go ahead and build up some more things. Well, that's going to be done very shortly. Let's just cycle through the cities. Oh, right. Small starvation in Fort Jody. We'll go ahead and hurry the traders, or fur traders' house. Don't necessarily need it too desperately yet, but it probably wouldn't hurt to have that sorted out. I suppose we are... Is the... Oh yeah, large fruit plantation is almost done. We could, of course, since we do have a stone income and all that, we've got some tools in here, although not a whole lot, but we could probably get the windmill if we just get a bit of clay in here, which actually we've got a clay pit right there. If we don't want to get more iron, which we've got plenty already, let's go ahead and do a bit of clay cutting. So if we get that one, of course we could... Maybe, instead of doing the pig farming right now, we've got 50 pigs right now, so it's some slight increase. We'll go ahead and do a bit of farming over there for now. We'll probably turn this one back to the pig herding eventually, but right now it's just buying some time in here. We probably want to bring in some more people actually living in the town, but yeah, the third trader's house is going to be built. The Distiller's house in Kazoo Raptor, we probably could build that one. We've got a lot of fruits which we do kind of want to transfer into other stuff. So let's go ahead and build that one. It's only 100 gold anyway. Then Port Albertus, we can probably build up the chapel fairly easily. Then Fort Kathmandu's, we've got... we don't have a huge amount of going in here. Or a huge amount of stuff. Actually, I'm going to move the... Well, it will reduce the food production a little bit. I'm going to start getting some cotton in here. Just getting that planter going. We could probably build out the pier, and then let's go ahead and get the walls... Oh. Right. So the pier, and then the walls. And then, right, Taz was another one. Let's build up the village hall there. This one's going to be producing a lot of peat. I suppose this could be another pottery town, all things considered. Because it's got good access for both peat and clay. Then in Spike, we still need a little bit of gunpowder. Oh, because we used some of the gunpowder, didn't we, for the colonial militia. Well, we'll be getting that in due time. I mean, the production speed isn't that great. It wouldn't cost too much to build that anyway. We'll hold off for now. The population growth over here is still pretty decent. And how's Mania doing? It's having a slight starvation issue. Only a slight one. So we could probably go ahead and get the large... Oh, actually, we're getting some more sheep in here. We're getting 3 sheep per round, which does mean that we could, in theory, start butchering some of them, although it's probably not going to be a particularly great idea, but it's a possible... Well, it's a possibility, rather. We're still getting quite a bit of cheese and milk in here. But yeah, we could probably go ahead and just... Actually, what are we missing? Oh, we're missing the stone in here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and have a look at the governor. Right, we have set some stone to be imported in here. I do wonder, so if we have a look at the... Ansang produces some of this. I wonder you to start exporting... maybe leave, like, 50 stone in there? So that way we can at least sell some of that. And then, well, transfer some of that. And we are already exporting stone from here. So the automated stuff should be okay. Well, at least should be able to get things sorted out. Right, let's get to the next round, shall we? Oh, Endangered Servant wants to immigrate to colonies. Alright then. Right, so Unsung, what do we want in there next? We are still getting some wine. We are actually, yeah, we're producing some wine. We've got a lot of stone. And we've got a ton of tools. What I suppose we could do is actually get something like the graveyard. Or actually, is there anything else that needs to... We need to get some clay in here, I guess. To get some of these builds. Food-wise is still okay. It's not great, but it's decent enough. Oh, we could build a jail. We don't really get anything worth bakery. Oh, hold on a minute. Ah, okay, that's a lot of gemstones. That's 12 and a half gemstones. Well, okay, so 12 gemstones per round. That's pretty good. Wood-wise, we're actually still pretty good. Actually, we don't have a blacksmith here yet. That should probably be done. And for Sir Jody, we're not getting iron in here currently, although we've got a pretty good supply of it, so we could probably get some blacksmithing going in here sooner or later. Right, we do have the stable, we've got the butchers already. We do not have a courthouse. That's one of the things that we're missing, although the law over here is actually not that bad. So we don't really need that currently. We do already have the fur trading facilities. Could get the powder mill. Actually, we don't get a whole lot of wood in here right now, do we? Well, there is a sawmill up there, we just don't have the population to work it. So I suppose the population is going to be growing in here soon enough. With that in mind, because we are going to have access to... Oh, we just got a expert stone cutter, so that... Right, okay. Well, that explains a thing or two. And then we got the peat and clay cutter, so let's set that one in here. It's going to be a whole lot of clay. And then also the stone cutter over there. There we go, so productions are still going. We do have a little bit of clay. I suppose since we got the stone, we could just go out and start building the town hall, because we'll get the clay soon enough. We've got the stone, and we got enough tools to at least get started. That's going to unlock some better buildings, which is going to be very much needed, I think. Then Gazoo Raptor got the distiller's house. How's the city doing otherwise? Very good happiness there. Now that we've got the distiller, I suppose there's not a huge amount of leeway right now, actually. We do not have any clay or stone or tools in here. We do still have plenty of wood at least, so that's good. But I think we might actually go for something like the... Actually, we don't really need the medical office right now, do we? We've got the marketplace. I think we'll probably go with the medical office still. I mean, the health is pretty good. We'll probably need to bring in some more stuff in there. Right, and it has got the village hall. Let's go and get a... Actually, what do we have in there right now? We don't have really anything. Let's get the chapel in there. And the converted native can join in there. We've got the Hardy Pioneer. We just built the farm. So we've got these three already built. We could probably get a hunting lodge over there. And there we go. That's a bit of a road built in here. So is that one all the tiles are probably built up now over here, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay, well, let's start focusing on the next town in here. We'll probably turn one of these hills into, I guess, for example, that one. If we want to get sheep over here, that could be a possibility. Get some sheep pastures. We could also get a... We might want to actually get a farm over there, now that I think of it. We're currently building a breeding pen. Okay, yeah, let's go and get a farm over there. And then this one's going to be building probably a mine. So let's get that one. What do we have in here? So we don't know... Oh, there's a lot of gems and silver up here. Ooh. Okay, there's a lot to expand into. Oh, there's a town right there. Let's go and talk with them. And then over here, we're just going to keep on moving through. Let's enter trade negotiations with the Mayans. Right, so we don't want to buy the fur. The clay is not going to be worth much. So I'm actually going to say never mind. At least we had a look in there. Did we already trade with these? Possibly. Well, there's also... We could go and buy some stuff from there. Right, so let's go and build a bit of road up here, connecting the network slightly better. And we got our pirate frigates. Let's unload the coal. And is there a... Well, there's a bit of rice waiting. It's not quite as much as I was hoping for. Ooh, there's a lot of geese. We could actually get a decent price from geese, but I think we're going to hold on to those for now. We've got a fair bit of tools. We're actually getting a load of them. But we, of course, do need quite a bit as well. But I think if we were to sell some tools into Port Royal, so I think for that we're going to say never mind, and we'll go ahead and load up manually a decent 100 tools, for example. It's not going to be like a huge amount of money, but we'll be able to replenish that in due time anyway. So now we can go ahead and sail to Port Royal. Here we go, and then we got the wagon over here, which is doing the manual stuff. I'm going to go ahead and load up the chicken. I wonder if I should take some of the sheep as well there. I think we'll just start with the chicken. Go from there. We could maybe actually deliver some, maybe not all, but like, well, actually, there's no marketplace there yet, so delivering other stuff there is probably not going to help. Oh, now we got a whole lot of rice. Okay, so we could have sold another 300 rice. Well, we can do that next time. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and deliver the chicken over here, pick up some other stuff. And, oh, right, let's unload the people. We can also repair there. The fishermen could probably... Actually, we could send the fishermen over there to Fort Kathmandu. That's going to be a whole lot of food. And then the 3 colonists can stay here at Port Albertus. So slowly but surely our population is increasing. We do still have a slight advantage over both Denmark and Russians over here in terms of score. Although the difference isn't massive. We've got 225, they've got 200 and 197 respectively. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.